It occurred between the dessert and the flames. Father was chuckling, brandy cup in grasp, when my kinsman, 8 years old, cocoa smudged on his face, peered up at me and stated, "Grandmother informed me you're not truly kin." The chamber grew hushed for a moment, then all present giggled. Even my matriarch, I grinned, because that's what I've mastered to do when individuals reveal their true selves to me. It wasn't always thus. I once revered my sibling. She was the radiant offspring, boisterous, captivating, the sort who drew every space around her. I was calmer, the scholarly one, the shade she trampled to attain brilliance. Father once remarked, "You two harmonize each other," but he failed to see how much harmonizing demands when one side persistently presses down. When mother fell ill, I funded her care discreetly. When father's enterprise collapsed, I restored it. When my sibling's son required academy dues, I issued the drafts. Every term, no inquiries, raised. Because kinship, correct? That term once held significance to me. But I began observing details, minor, piercing details. Mother would neglect to summon me to kin gatherings. Images would appear on social platforms with all tagged except me. My sibling's partner once jested, "You're like the kin benefactor," and all snickered, always snickered her. Then came the murmurs. "She's not genuinely one of us, distinct sire, partial lineage." I didn't trust it initially, but I overheard my matriarch utter it herself one evening, her voice muffled through the entrance. She ought to be thankful we retained her title. That phrase, it didn't break me, it illuminated me. I stood aware of the individuals seated at my table. They viewed me as an outsider with assets, not a daughter, not a sister, merely a utility, so I chose to cease being useful. I awaited the ideal instance for the perfect slight to solidify everything I needed to undertake. And that instance arrived on Father's celebration when my kinsman, echoing his grandmother's venom, said, "I wasn't kin," and they giggled. That night I opened my computer. I still oversaw the kin accounts, Father's retirement disbursements, Mother's health funds, my kinsman's learning trust, all under my supervision. By 11:42 p.m., the tuition account was halted. No caution, no justification, just stillness. The sort of stillness that compels people to heed. By 8:55 a.m., my sibling rang, weeping, frantic. "There's an issue with Ethan's account." The academy said the transfer didn't proceed. I let her speak. Then I inquired serenely, "Why are you contacting me?" Her tone altered. "Because you're the one who was." Then a soft, desperate, "I didn't intend that." "Okay." I nearly pitied her. Nearly. Over the next week, matters began to disintegrate. Father's commerce payments ceased routing automatically. Mother's remedy deliveries lagged. Every system I had quietly sustained for years, unnoticed, unvalued, suddenly counted. They phoned, they begged, they even dispatched Father to converse with me. He said, "Don't chastise your mother for something she spoke years ago." And I told him I'm not chastising her, I'm instructing her. He didn't comprehend. None of them did, because individuals like that never recognize the burden someone bears until it's removed. My sibling attempted to shame me next, said I was rending the kin apart. I told her I didn't rend anything. I just halted, feigning the fractures weren't there. She shrieked, called me unappreciative. I didn't reply. By the second week, she sold her ornaments to cover the tuition payment. By the third, she texted me, "You triumph." But it wasn't about triumphing. It was about lucidity, about balance. The amusing thing is, once the clamor subsided, I felt tranquility. I started resting better, ceased checking my device every time someone from the kin messaged. Stillness became my companion. And gradually they learned. Mother sent a note a month later, just 6 terms. "We shouldn't have," giggled that day. I didn't respond. Some regrets don't need recognition. They need time to mature in remorse. Now every year on Father's celebration, I purchase a small pastry for myself. No flames, no throng, just me in the quiet I merited. Sometimes I envision my kinsman asking again, "Are you truly kin?" And I'd answer truthfully, this time, "No, I wasn't kin. I was the base. You simply mistook firmness for subjection." Then I'd extinguish the flame and smile.